The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Double tight. Double tight. Four down. Four down.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
54's Mike. Hey, Alpha. Watch 54. But keep it up, guys. Let's go.
To throw on second down, Patterson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
I got it. Showing eight. Showing eight. Kill. Five.
To throw on third down, Patterson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Here's Coleman on the draw. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Well, run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that detracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
The offensive line, they're getting it done.
First down, and they'll try to run the option left. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
It's now third and 9.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. From the gun, Patterson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over first and 10. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Rodgers. Out to the left here to Reed. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Ready? 10 over.
Off play action. Patterson. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Jam, Topper! 5.
Penny, a first down carry. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go. 8, Reed. Mike 5-4. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Penny will try to punch it in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Rashad Penny, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers, eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, and the Falcons grab it. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
They go play action here on 1st down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. Patterson. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
On the ready. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. And the Vikings pick up the football. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Falcons take over
Let's go,
1st
baby.
and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
I got you, punk. Get it.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Come to my world. We ready.
Now Rashad Penny.
Run, run, run.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 46-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
General West. No. Off. Check.
Second and 5. Got an open man. It's a Nunwa. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Don't get nervous.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he loses the football a second time. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
18 Gator. Hey, come on, now. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Go.
Looking to throw on second down. Patterson. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Hey, watch the edge. Greystone travel.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Check. Right there. 54. Right there. 55.
Looking to throw. Patterson. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game starts.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ja'Kai Polite. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the first half. All knotted up at 7. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to weigh in, enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Throwing on first down, Patterson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. DeAndre Hopkins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He hits Jermaine Kearse. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On play action, it's Rodgers. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On play action. Now Rodgers. Jordan Reed has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Hey, you block over here. Check 59. Hey, 2.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. They find some open field here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On play action, Rodgers going to throw deep for the end zone. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Here, Mike. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Buzz. Mike, check 59.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Badgley's kick is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball. get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Let go.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Rodgers. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
To throw again. Patterson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Too little, check 50, check 50.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
To throw on 2nd down. Patterson going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Back to throw. Patterson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taylor now returning it. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. 26. Over.
Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Tremaine Johnson could not be contained on the corner blitz.
And it's 3rd down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Mike. Hey, wahoo! Watch the slant.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And Reed with it over the middle. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game.
Get 300. Hey, box truck. Get ready.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. A gutsy call, 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it, because to me it was stacked up for a run situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air, and what a result. Big-time play.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First down.
19. 59. Mike to 59. Check.
Rodgers now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Ingram's got the first down and more. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
319. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Mark Ingram with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
He's coming. We got double up. Switch.
2nd and 3. His throw incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete 31, and that's enough for the first. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
49, check 49. X3, 218, chopper. Let's go.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Double tight. 4 down. Deep grip.
On 3rd down, Coleman. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, These pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On fourth down, Patterson. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
15, 9,
87's getting the ball. 87's getting the ball. Single receiver, single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
go. 2.
On first down, Patterson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Down to lose one. Right there. 54. Right there.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Coleman has it here right side. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Down.
Operating from the gun, Patterson. He completes it to Bryant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Pilot, 64, weak.
From the gun, Patterson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bryant. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Vikings' 33-yard line.
Down. 60 outlaw.
Watch my board. You go night-night. Don't go night-night.
Set go.
Looking to throw. Patterson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Dante Hightower able to record his 5th sack of the season. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
I'm going to run you over. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Mike's 54.
5.
54.
Operating from the gun, Patterson. And that is incomplete. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true, that's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think.
No. 3 down.
Hey, exit.
On 4th down, Patterson. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
10-2 soft.
Watch tight end. 4 down, check.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Rodgers now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a play fake. Rodgers escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting into first. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Flush to his right. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. The Vikings on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Mike, check.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Tyus Bowser. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Here we go. 90, Wolf.
54. Mike, 54. Push him back.
Let's go.
On 1st down, it's Coleman, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game. Starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way you from the